Hey guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about weddings. As a bride-to-be, I'm always searching the internet for tips and tricks on how to plan my wedding without making use of a professional planner. This video is somewhat going to explain what I've done getting ready and planning-wise for our wedding. I'm also going to talk a little bit about my experience shopping for my dress at Kleinfeld, which is the filming location for the TV show Say Yes to the Dress here in New York City. So grab your notebooks and let's go. I really want to cover all aspects of my planning experience, so we're going to start at the very beginning. Just so you all know, I'm still in the planning process, and this video is by no means a sign that I am anywhere put together. We started with the wedding planners at Disney's Vero Beach Resort about 18 months prior to our set wedding date, and everything was taken care of. The food, the decorations, the vendors, it was a dream. However, when COVID hit, we ended up losing contact with our wedding planner because she was laid off for the closure. Once we got back in touch with her this past June, we ended up coming to the tough decision of to either cancel, delay, or continue planning our wedding with Disney's Vero Beach Resort. If we had continued planning our wedding with Disney, we would have had to jump through a whole bunch of hoops, cut our guest list by half, and just a whole bunch of things that we didn't want to deal with for our wedding. So we decided to cancel. And here we are, end of September, almost 20 days away, and replanning an entire wedding. Throughout this entire process, I've been using a website and app called Zola. It kind of helps me keep everything together. This by no means is an ad. I just highly recommend it in case you are a fellow bride and looking to kind of organize yourself. They have a multitude of different sections where you can organize your guest list, your seating charts, as well as your registry if you choose to have one. You can also build and customize your very own wedding website so that way people can look at frequently asked questions, RSVP virtually, and just kind of learn a little bit more about the bride and groom or the happy couple. There's also a section where you can create your own invites. However, we used a separate site called Basic Invite to create our wedding invites based off of a recommendation of another planning bride. In all reality, there's a lot of websites that offer free resources like day of time schedules, month-by-month breakdowns, and some good tips and tricks for someone like me who likes to take the entire wedding and put it all on myself trying to get everything done. I'm also the kind of person who likes to write everything down. So I have this handy dandy binder and notebook with all of my wedding details inside. This binder is especially helpful because it has a lot of breakdowns and lists that I can fill out myself, like all of my vendors, music, as well as a seating chart. And then in the back of the binder, it has a section for thank you cards and any kinds of gifts that you get the day of. One thing I suggest is not shying away from using a mom and pop shop as one of your vendors or doing a simple DIY to help create your special day. All of our vendors are local small shops and businesses that can be found right in our hometown, like our cake decorator, our food, and our tent. I'm doing all of my own decorations, so places like the Dollar Tree, Home Goods, and Michael's always have really good sales going on depending on what time of year you're having your wedding. And there's no shame in buying something year out. If you like something, get it, because you never know if it's going to come back before your wedding. Websites and apps like TikTok and Pinterest also have a lot of DIY resources that you could really dive into. So take some time and really look into what's possible for you. You could even make a day out of it with your wedding party and have them create their own bouquets and decorations. It gives it even more of a sentimental meaning when you walk into your reception and see it decorated with all of the things that you made yourself. I'm someone who's always down for a bargain, but there's one thing that I will always say to those other couples that are planning a wedding, and that is never skip out on a photographer. You want to make sure all those memories and moments are captured, whether they're big or small. Even if you only have them for a short period of time, you might miss something later on that you're going to want forever. So from a planning bride and a photographer, don't skip out on a photographer. Now time to talk about my favorite part, the dress. Like I said in my last video a little while back, I did all of my shopping for my dress at Kleinfeld in New York City. I brought my friend and bridesmaid Med with me to kind of help me calm my nerves and get through the shopping process, and I don't know what I would have done without her there. My fitting room was actually in the same area where they filmed the fittings for the TV show, which was actually really cool. I didn't want to be on the main floor with all of the other brides staring at me, so it was nice to be kind of set back away from everyone. It gave it a real private moment. My consultant Morgan was an absolute dream to work with. She was so knowledgeable about all the dresses. Even with the list that I came in, she knew exactly what to get and ended up picking me out a dress that wasn't even on my list to begin with. I did end up purchasing the dress that she picked out for me. Even out of the 4 or 5 dresses that I did end up trying on, I fell in love with that one the most. It's just when you know, you know. I'm a very indecisive person when it comes to clothing, food, shopping, anything like that. So the week leading up to this entire day was an absolute mess for me emotional-wise. I kept on going back and forth with, what do I do? What if I pick the wrong dress? What if I can't find the right dress? What if I just don't know what I'm doing? And Morgan and Meg there actually helped calm me down a lot and made the decision process really easy. So it's really important to have your core group of people around you, whether you can have them in the bridal studio or FaceTiming them through Facebook Messenger or Snapchat or anything like that. It's really important to have that core group of people around you to help you make that final decision. Overall, my experience with Kleinfeld was an absolute dream, and I can't wait to go back to pick up my dress and do my final fittings. Hopefully that should be sometime soon within the next couple weeks, because we are almost 20 days away, and I am super excited to show you all my dress and all of the details of the wedding. Hopefully I'll be able to create that in the next video for you guys. But in the end, it's your wedding, and you have to do what makes you and your spouse happy. Don't listen to all of those other opinions and those other inputs. Even if you're somebody like me who craves other people's opinions, don't do it. It's just gonna cause more stress on you in the long run. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it took forever to get out. If you did enjoy it, please put a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel with post notifications turned on, so that way you get an alert every time I post a new video. If you would like to see more of my content, go down into the description below and check out all of my other social media pages, which I've linked below. And let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see in the future down in the comment section. I'd love to hear your suggestions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay magical!